Hey, it's JC1424 once again with NASCAR Heat 2. And in this episode of our season with Ty Majeski's number 60, not iRacing Ford, we are going to be completing race 15 of 33, which is going to take place at Daytona International Speedway for the Firecracker 250 at Daytona, brought to us by Coca-Cola. I'm opening it backwards, because I'm stupid. So fucking generic. Today's video of NASCAR Heat 2 could not be released because I made a mistake. Because I'm stupid. And I suck. Before you go thinking that had something to do with 704 games or PlayStation, even though I kind of partially blame PlayStation for how they made this console, most of this was my fault. What happened was, I do the same thing that I do in every video whenever I start out recording video. I start recording face cam footage, and then I start recording game footage with the console. I don't use the Elgato because my computer sucks and it would not be able to capture this high definition video quality. So I just use the console to capture game footage because PlayStation 4 can do that. What happened was, after I was done, doing the intro and then doing the race and then going to view the replay so I can get the thumbnail and then viewing the race results and then outroing the video, all that stuff, I stopped recording the face cam, but I didn't stop recording game footage. Afterwards, I exited out of the game because I was done playing it. And then whenever I went to go saving the game footage to my computer, I realized that I never stopped recording game footage. So apparently because of that, it never actually saved the game footage whenever I exit out of the game. Maybe I just figured that it would automatically save the game footage if I exit out of the game. So I tried starting the game back up and tried stopping recording game footage, but then it just started recording more game footage. It never ever saved the game footage of the Daytona race. So yeah, pretty much the Firecracker 250 at Daytona, brought to us by Coca-Cola, is not brought to us whatsoever. Maybe part of that has to do with PlayStation. Maybe we should blame them a little bit, but I think most of this is my fault. I'm sorry. Whoopsie daisy. But I still had the face cam footage, so I went through the face cam listening to myself commentate, getting all the information I could about the race and what happened, who won, the stages, the actual race, where I finished, and everything. So let's go ahead and go through this. I'll try to give you as much information as I can. I know this really sucks, really freaking bad, but after I did the intro, we went into the race and did stage 1. I didn't do qualifying because it's a super speedway and you automatically always start dead last whether you do qualifying or not in super speedways. The first stage was 3 laps long and we finished in 27th, which was mean we have to start on the inside in stage 2. Matt Tift won the first stage, so now Kamikaze Games is triggered. We did pit stop after stage 1, and because it's super speedway I didn't have to take tires, and well, there wasn't any damage on my car, so I just got fuel. And because you take pit stops without tires, you automatically don't lose any positions. So we started stage 2 in 27th, like I said. Stage 2 was only 2 laps long. I kind of figured that stage 2 would be just as long as the first stage, 3 laps or maybe more, but no, it was just 2 laps. And Ty Dillon won the second stage. We finished in 18th. I could have just gotten off the gas coming to the finish line and finished in 19th, so we'd start on the inside in stage 3, the final stage of the race, but no, I was trying to get 17th and I couldn't do it. So we had to start in 18th in the final stage. Now, speaking of stage 2, that stage started out with the outside lane checking up. I was on the inside because I started in 27th. The same thing happened at the beginning of the final stage. I was starting on the outside because I started in 18th. The outside lane checked up and I lost all the positions I made up in stage 2. Then got to the inside and it took me 2 laps just to get back into 18th place again. And then I kept moving forward. The final stage was 6 laps in length, so we still had time to make it up to the front. And then Casey Kane, driver of the number 88 Hellman's Mayonnaise car, I think, he had engine trouble. And he slowed down everyone outside of the top 10. I think I was in like 13th place or 12th place, and I got out from behind the situation and didn't get caught up. For some reason, there was not a caution whenever that happened, but yeah, Casey Kane DNF'd and wound up finishing in dead last, like 2 laps down or something. And then we had a caution with 3 laps to go as I was actually taking the lead because I was still on the move and everything. I took the lead from Eric Jones, I believe. And as we're going down the back stretch with like 2.5 laps to go, I should say, a caution came out. I don't know what it was for. I tried looking at it in the replay, but I couldn't see anything. Maybe I saw some cars way in the back, and maybe that was the issue, but it certainly didn't have anything to do with Casey Kane because he wasn't on the track anymore, maybe. Then we came to the final restart, green-white checkered, 2 laps to go, of course, and Eric Jones was on the outside of me because he was still on the outside of me before that caution came out, but I wasn't clear of him yet. I just had the lead technically. And I had to basically block for 2 laps if I wanted to win the race. I failed. We came off turn 4, and Justin Allgaier was trying to pass me on the inside. Eric Jones was coming on my outside. I tried blocking the outside first, and then Justin Allgaier started underneath me. Whenever I tried blocking him, he was already there. Eric Jones got past me, and I was in the middle of a 3-wide situation coming off of turn 4. And, well, I wound up falling into 3rd place. People started getting runs on me and started bumping around me a little bit, but I didn't wreck. I managed to stay in 3rd place. As we came off turn 2, I got back into 2nd, passing Eric Jones. Tried to get around Justin Allgaier on the final lap, but couldn't get back around him, and we wound up finishing in 2nd place. And, well, Justin Allgaier won, of course. And that's pretty much what happened in that race. So now I can just look at the NASCAR Heat 2 right here I have on my TV screen. Justin Allgaier is at the top of the points table now, and he has 3 wins because of that win that he just got, with 19 playoff points, a total of 624 points, which is, if I'm correct, like 31 points in front of William Byron in 2nd, who only has 1 win right now, of course, but he's been doing very well all season with 14 playoff points. And in 3rd place is Elliott Sadler with 3 wins, 18 playoff points, 571 points in total. Eric Jones in 4th, Ryan Reed 5th, Blake Cook is in 6th with 2 wins, Daniel Suarez is in 7th with 1 win, and Ty Dillon is in 8th with 0 wins. That moved us down 1 position, I think, into 9th place in the point standings with our 3 wins still and 16 playoff points. We're just 21 points in front of Jeremy Clements at the moment, and that is the top 10 in the point standings. And we'll look at this at the beginning of the next episode in which we go racing at Kentucky, but I can tell you about the playoff standings now as well. It's a 3-way tie for drivers with 3 wins in this season. We are in 3rd place. Then we've got Elliott Sadler, of course, in 2nd, and Justin Allgaier has the most points with 3 wins, so he's at the top of the playoff standings as well. Justin Allgaier is getting control of things, so I guess despite Matt Tifft winning the first stage of that last race, Kamikaze's not exactly pissed about the situation. And what else we can say about the playoff standings? I can tell you all of it right now. Blake Cook is in 4th, William Byron 5th, Daniel Suarez 6th, Harrison Rhodes 7th, Eric Jones 8th, Ryan Reed 9th, Ty Dillon 10th, Jeremy Clements in 11th, and Brendan Poole is at the bottom of the playoff standings, or whatever you want to call it. So that is the most I can tell you about everything that just happened at Daytona. As you saw in the intro, I actually went to the gas station after recording the Iowa video and bought me a can of Coca-Cola and would drink it under caution. I didn't drink it under the final caution before that final restart and everything, and maybe if I had, I would have won the race. So I basically gave myself bad luck by not drinking Coca-Cola one more freaking time. Whoops. Another big fat-ass whoops from JC because he always makes mistakes. But next weekend, like I said, we're going to Kentucky Speedway for the Alsco 300. That'll be race 16. And then after that, we have New Hampshire for the Overtons 200, race 17. I promise you guys this won't happen again. It's very avoidable. I just need to not exit out of the game. And before even, saving the game footage, I'm having problems wording sentences. I've been talking so much the past few minutes, but you get the point. It's been a while since something like this has happened. The last time I had one of these issues was like early 2016, so pretty much 2 years ago, and that was on a Phoenix race in NASCAR PSP. And then I think something big happened before that in NASCAR Thunder 2004 in the first LP that I ever did with Tony Stewart, where I accidentally somehow turned off the console while saving the game, corrupting an entire season. So that was a biggie, and I'm never going to do that again, I swear, I promise. I'll try not to have an issue like this again. This is something that I usually see on channels like NASCAR on MDK or N2SC4. I've seen them have issues like this before. Not in the same way, but where they can't upload a race. And I felt bad for them here and there where stuff like that happens. But it hasn't happened in a really long time. And I'm really sorry because it was a pretty good race. It was rather exciting when that final restart. I don't know what the hell the caution was for. Let's just assume it was NASCAR throwing a fake debris caution like they always do. I'm going to reach 1,000 subscribers sooner or later. I'm already way past the whole 4,000 hours of watch time in the past year. But it's just my subscriber count. We're only 150 short as I'm recording this. And, once I get to 1,000 subscribers, which will probably happen after I lose my partnership, I'll get it back. I'll remonetize all my videos, which is a lot of freaking videos, by the way. And we'll get things back as they are right now, normally. The only reason why I'm not that concerned about the whole loss of monetization option is just because I have a job and YouTube isn't paying me this tremendous amount of money for me to depend on. And it's only going to be temporary once I get that out of the way, getting my partnership back. I'm expecting to get it back whenever I reach 1,000 subscribers in the next 2 or 3 months. Okay, no more rambling about that. Thanks for listening. I'm really sorry about what happened. Things will still stay normal from this point on. See you next time. That's that, and episode over.